topic technical proposal. As I had already told you that this is a part of technical written communication. So today we will deal with this one. Technical proposal. Now technical proposal. The proposal word, it has been taken from the verb propose, which means to put forward a suggestion, plan or scheme. So technical proposal is a written paper which is meant or which is written just to convince the audience or just to convince the reader with the ideas of the writer. Then this proposal can be, by Oxford Dictionary, they said that this is a formal suggestion. According to Oxford Dictionary, proposal is formal suggestion or making the act of suggesting plan. So mainly what can we say, that proposal is a convinced idea which is written by any writer just to convince the reader with his ideas. So now there is a question in your mind that why we write these proposals? What is the significance of these proposals? So these proposals are written by individuals or by the organizations just to the development of their organizations, or you can say the individual development, both. You can take that you can say that these proposals are written by individual and organization, and on the other hand, these are submitted to the organizations as well as the individuals. Means proposals can be submitted to any organizations, like if any college or any university prepare any proposals and sent it or submitted it to UGC, and for what? For bid a grant. Means if your college want any grant, then they prepare any proposal and they gave it to the UGC. So these are the proposals just to convince their reader, or you can say convince the authorities with their ideas just to implement their own thoughts. So after dealing with the significance, now come significance. You can include 4 or 5 points. The first point, it is a persuasive presentation. Persuasive presentation for the consideration of something. And what can be this something? This can be your bids to grant, a bid to grant, or research grant, etc. Then the second point in the significance is that these proposals can be used as a written communication for internally also. Means the information can be transferred internally also. These can be from one department to another department. Proposals can be sent from one department to another. Then the third point, which includes the significance, is that proposal serves to improve the existing working skills. Like in any organization, the working conditions are the same. Working conditions are going. So these proposals are work as a checker of those informations. Meaning they can improve the working condition. They can improve the working conditions, and then these proposals can be beneficial to win financial returns. Means if any company prepares any proposal for any organization, then these proposals helps to the development of that company by winning them financial returns. And the last point is the research proposals, which are very beneficial for the individual development as well as the organizational development. So the research proposals are very beneficial for the development of any organization or individual. So these are the significant point of the proposal. Now, how can we divide the proposal, or what can be the types of this proposal? Mainly, we divide the proposal into 3 types. The first one is business proposal. The second one is research proposal. And the third one is technical proposal. So these are the main types of technical proposal. Now first come to the business proposal. What is business proposal? The proposal which we prepare for the development of the business, or which is related to business or trade or commerce. That is your business proposal. That is beneficial for the development of any business. Then second point is research proposal. Research proposal are based on the facts and investigations, just because these are the results of the inquiries which are made in any particular area. If we research on a particular topic in any area, then we write this proposal just to give the facts and the investigation there. Then the technical proposal. Technical proposals are the proposal which deals with the technical knowledge and as well as the technical skills. So these proposals deal with the technical knowledge and technical skills. Now all of these types of proposals can be divided into 2 parts. Means business proposal also can be divided into 2 parts. Research proposal also can be divided into 2 parts, and technical proposal also can be divided into 2 parts. And these 2 parts are the common. These are external and internal. External and internal. Now the external part. External part is a part which is prepared by any firm or any organization just to win the contracts of work. For example, if any company has given an invitation of any contract, then external proposal will be prepared to win that contract just to work. Then internal proposal. Internal proposal is a proposal which is made by the individual, or you can say made by the organization, just to the communication within the company, not outside the company. Then further we can classify these types of proposal into 2 parts. There are two other types of these proposals, and they are different from these proposals. They are solicited proposals and unsolicited proposals. Now solicited proposal. Solicited proposal is a proposal which is prepared by any individual or any any contract. Means these are written to the response. Mainly these are written to the response, giving response of advertisements. Then your unsolicited proposal. Unsolicited proposals are written just to mention the main problem. If there is any problem, so these are written to discuss that problem. Then what happened? These proposals, for writing the unsolicited proposal, you don't need the permission of anyone, or you don't need any external encouragement. You can write this proposal without any permission. And mainly the purpose of these type of proposal is just to arouse the interest of the individual into your matter and to gain the personal benefits for your own self. Then what can be the characteristics of these proposals? There are the 4 characteristics mainly. First is a proposal. As we all know, the technical communication is meant to provide information. So again, proposal is also provide information. So it provides good information, but information in such a way that it grips the attention of the reader. Provide information in such a way that can grip the attention of the reader. Means it should be written in such a format or such a manner that after seeing the proposal, the reader can be gripped with the attention of this proposal. Then second point, your subject matter. Your subject matter should be worthwhile. Means which can arouse the interest of individual into your proposal. So subject matter should be in such a way that it could arouse the interest of anyone. Then your proposal should give the advantages and the benefits also. Proposal should discuss the advantages and benefits also, so that your reader can accept them easily or immediately. And the last point is that your proposal should be written in such a manner that it can convince the reader. Means your proposal, if you are writing a proposal, so write that proposal in such a manner that after reading that proposal, you can convince the reader. Means he will be completely satisfied with your proposal. Now, after giving these characteristics, we comes to the format of the proposal. When you are going to prepare any proposal, then you have a format, and this format has 4 parts mainly. The first is the front matter. Second, the technical section. Third, the managerial section. And last is the financial section. Financial section. It means your format can be divided into 4 parts. The first part, front matter. In this first part, front matter, we include the three points. The first point is the cover page, or you can say title page. Then the second front matter is the table of contents. And the third point is summary and abstract. Summary or abstract. The first point, cover page and title page. It deals with the title of the your proposal, but not only the title, or rather it also deals with the name of the sender and the name of the receiver. Means who is sending the proposal and to whom he is sending the proposal. And as well as it also includes the subject of your proposal, why you are preparing a proposal and why you are sending a proposal. Then second part is table of contents. The content of your proposal should be listed into a table. Then the third part, summary or abstract. After giving the table of contents, you have to give a short summary or brief summary of your proposal. Then the technical section. The technical section mainly deals with two things. The first thing, the problem. What is the problem? The statement of problem and the solution of the problem. So in the statement of problem, you have to state the problems. What are the problems which are arising before you while you are preparing a proposal? Then the solution of problem, then you have to invent or you have to see the things like how can you solve that problem, what can be the solution of this problem. Then the third part, the managerial section. This part is that the person who will work on this project. Every project have a special person who work on that project. So this part deals that who will work on the particular project and what are his qualification, his educational qualification as well as his experience, his professional qualification, and if there are any other information about that person, you have also how to mention that thing. So it is who will work on a proposal with his qualifications, and interest, with interests. Then after this part, after the managerial section, the final section comes to the financial section. In this section we include that we give the amount of it, the cost which we will invest in a proposal. Means like you have to build, you are giving a proposal to build a hall in any building. Then you have to mention how much cost or how much finance you need to build that project. So it deals with the financial section deals with the financial things like how much cost you require for equipments, for building, for other things which you need. Clear? So now after discussing all the points, now I will give you an example of the technical proposal. How to write the proposal. First of all, you have to start with the title. Like your title is build a gymnasium in an organization. This is the title of your proposal. Then you have to mention the date. Like 29 August 2014. Then you have to mention to whom you are sending the proposal, to whom you are submitted. To Mr. K.K. Ahluwalia, from. Like Mr. Prashant Sagar, head of, or you can say sports in charge. Sports in charge in a school. So this complete pattern is included. This complete pattern comes into the cover page, or you can say the title page. So your title page covers what? The title, the date, to whom we are sending the proposal, and who is sending the proposal. And after this name of the submission, then you have to write the subject also. Like your subject is what? To build a gymnasium and in an organization. So this is your subject. You have to include here subject also. And subject is the same, to build a gymnasium in an organization. So this is the first part of your proposal. Then comes to the next part. Then you have to give a purpose. And what is your purpose? Purpose is to build a gymnasium in a school. After the purpose, you have to give a summary. I had told you summary or abstract. Then in the summary, you will read why you want to build a gymnasium there. So you in summary you can give like the students are the period of the students, the school period is a period of growth and development of the students, and if they all work and don't play, then it can make them passive and dull. And I wanted to, and it's my request that there should be a gymnasium in the school so that the students can develop physically also. So this can be the summary of your proposals. Means you have to give a main idea of your proposal. After summary, then you have to give the problems. If there are any problems are arising in your proposal, then you have to give them. And if the problems, if you have the solution, then you have to mention that solution also. Like there is the problem of finance that and the problem of land also, where you have to build and how you have to build. So then if you have any suggestion for the solution of that problem, you have to also mention. Like we have a vacant field nearby our school, and there we wanted to build this gymnasium. After giving the solution, then come to the managerial section. As I had told you, managerial section deals with the details of the person who will work on the project. Like you have selected someone, like Mr. Sinha will be work on this project, and with his colleagues, and his educational qualifications are this one. So you can give, and then his professional qualification, and then his experience in this field. Means he is working in this field for 10 years, and he has lots of experience to build a building. After the managerial section, then you have to give the financial section also. In financial section, you have to give a detail how much money you required for that project. Like you required for raw material, you need 50. For raw material, you need 2 lakh people. 2 lakh. Then for equipments, how much money you need? Like you need 5 lakh. And for other things, you need 50,000. And total can be the 7 lakh and 50,000. After giving such summary, after giving the financial details, you have to mention why you want to build this. After you means you have to conclude your proposal in your own way. Like we are building this gymnasium just to the development of and the growth of the students, so that they can not only the mentally fit, they can make them physically fit also. So after this, you have to finish your proposal, and then you have to submit this proposal to before anyone. Another type of also there is another type also that is somehow informal. Like you are sending a proposal to UGC. A professor is sending, like Professor D.K. Sinha. Title is The Study of the Tribesman's Life. Clear? Then date 29 to the UGC New Delhi, and then from Professor D.K. Sinha. Their purpose what? The study of the lifestyle of the tribesmen. And why we are studying? Then you have to give the summary. The people of the tribe, the tribesmen are living in a very uncongenial situations. They didn't have the proper clothes, proper food and education. So we want to we want to go there and study their lifestyle, what they do and how they live. Then you have to mention what is the need of this thing. Means if there is a need of this thing, because if they will be educated, if they get enough money and enough food, then they will be also they can also cooperate in the development of our country, as well as the individual development can be possible. Then after giving that discussion, you have to give what are the requirements of those people there. Like they require food, they require money, they require education, they require they required health facilities and other things also. So after mentioning this thing, you can conclude your proposal like we want to study the lives of the tribesmen just because there are there are many problems, and we are interested in those problems and just want to remove these things from our society, from our country. So in this way you can include conclude your proposal. So now I think it's clear. Proposal is a you can say plan or suggested plan, or you can say it's a plan which is prepared by the reader just to convince the writer with his ideas. What he wants to say, he says through the proposal. If you want to give any suggestion, then you prepare a proposal of your suggestion and then submit it to your authority, or you can say authorities of organization. That's it.